Check 1 2. Hey, yo, what's up, guys? We're already back. It's like weeks are just flying by. I don't know about you guys, but we got some more news for you, so let's just get right into that. Up super early today, got a bunch of work done, got a bunch of news this week. Kind of small stuff, but a bunch of it, so we'll kind of just run with it. Let's jump into it. What's up, guys? Sledge315, your game culture king. This is Game World News, and here is number 1. Who knew that pirates could be so generous? Sea of Thieves, guys, running a charity with a company called Special Effect out of UK that helps focus on gamers with disabilities. They did an in-game cosmetic on Sea of Thieves called the Noble Pathfinder sale, and they were selling for $6. So anytime anyone would make a purchase on this, the proceeds would go towards this UK charity group, which is really awesome, especially for gamers with a disability and maybe isn't able to necessarily play a game like the rest of us. All in all, over the period of time that they had this charity running, they raised around $76,000 on $6 sales. Let's do the math really quick. Let me just plug this in a calculator. 76,000 divided by 6. Quick maths. That's around 13,000 sales purchased in games. So obviously it's not going to be everyone repping this sale across the game, every single boat you see, but 13,000 players roughly participated in this event and supported this charitable cause, which is really awesome. So props to Sea of Thieves, the community, etc. And I know the owner of the company that owns this charity, Special Effect, was extremely grateful. I'll drop the blurb right here as well, just so you can read that over. And yeah, it's really amazing what a gaming community can do. We've seen it multiple times through and through. Dr. Lupo's a great example of that on Twitch, but here we got it going on in game. We've seen it in Overwatch as well with their breast cancer and other charities that they run. Coffee. Number 2. Coronavirus strikes again. First Overwatch League getting halted, some of the schedule being busted. Now we've got game delays, game production delays due to the coronavirus. So jumping into this one's kind of vague because it's not really a full topic, but it's just production of video games. A lot of them are based out of Taiwan. The production happens there, and a lot of these companies are getting a little bit afraid of coronavirus because obviously on that end, especially in Asia, there's been issues with it in China. At the moment, it doesn't look like there's anyone on the teams that is getting diagnosed with coronavirus, but it looks like they're just being cautious, and that is slowing the production. They're just looking out for the health and safety of their teams so things get done and it doesn't get completely and totally halted. This is affecting Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo across all those platforms. It looks like Nintendo's not taking as much of a burden, and it looks like Sony and Microsoft haven't really necessarily released how much of a delay it's going to create. I know one direct effect of this is that Nintendo's Outer World edition for the game Outer Worlds is on a delay, but it looks like they're going to be working to get it maybe potentially digital sent in and submitted, so you don't have to worry about any full delays. At least you can get it in touch on the digital end and not have to worry about physical. Did that make any sense? They're focusing on making sure that it gets sent out on a digital copy because the physical copy is, yeah, that makes sense. There's no news on if PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X is going to have any delay due to the coronavirus, and I guess probably in the future we're going to see if there's any potential delays due to it. Right now, roughly, with the stat that I read, there's about 560 deaths of coronavirus, I believe, just strictly in China. I don't think that's worldwide. I think that's just strictly China. So obviously it's something that they want to proceed with caution on, especially with their workforce and keeping them healthy and safe. So like, first I'm looking at coronavirus saying like, okay, how bad could this be? Now it's affecting video games. It's probably affecting other parts of the market. Guys, keep your immune systems up to snuff. Drink your orange juice, get your vitamin C, and get your rest. Number 3. I want to start with this hook, but I feel like some people are going to unsubscribe, but we're going to do it anyways. Google Stadia or Google Gotta Go to ya? Sounds so much better in my head. This in the news, guys. Google Stadia looks like they have a new competitor that's probably going to shut them out of the market, and they've only been out since, I believe, November. So this is an issue. If you guys aren't familiar with Google Stadia, they're an online video game streaming service. The problem is this. I believe there is some type of free trial, but to get yourself set up, even for the free trial, it's going to cost you $130. So you're essentially buying this small system, aka their controller. But then basically the idea is to stream games that you already own on any potential device. So if you've got, like, you know, smart TV, or you have it plugged into your computer, even though I don't know why you would do it on your computer, you can just connect this controller and it streams it, but you still have to buy the games. So there's a new thing coming out, GeForce Now, and we're talking about Google Stadia and going and all that stuff, but it looks like GeForce Now is now. They're running the service for absolutely free, although there are limits on amount of time that you can play each game. So it looks like they're just trying to combat Google Stadia with their own idea and a better business model that probably is going to help them in the long run. They might literally completely shut Google out, like right out the gate as soon as they start up. They're already running it. You can download the app and it's allowing you to do the exact same thing as Google Stadia without having to pay as much money, because it's literally free unless you want like the higher perks. Of course, you still have to buy your games, but other than that, it's just good to go. And I would suggest you jump into it. And the article says you should just try it out, and I'm probably going to, just because I'm curious to see how this whole entire streaming video games thing is gonna go. You guys let me know, is this the new wave? Do you guys think this is what video games are gonna become, this whole entire streaming service where it's not even really based on your memory, but it's just connected through the internet, and then it provides you with your game as long as you have the title? Let me know. I'm actually really curious, because this one might affect some of the gaming world. So really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen, and I'm a little concerned for Google. I don't know, this might have been a big fluke for these guys. Why does it seem like every single time you hear about Google trying to get in on video games, they just bomb it? I just don't think that they're community enough. Does that make sense? Like, I just don't think that they're doing a good enough job really understanding what markets they're jumping into. They just kind of see the dollar sign attached to it, and then they just jump on board without really having anyone on their team that's a full-on expert of video games. I really can't fully judge, you know, I'm not working for them, but this is just initial quick thoughts. Number 4. If you guys didn't have enough games to play, well, now you do, because Nintendo eShop just dropped 30 new titles to their eShop site. So now you can pick up even more games, or maybe if you don't have enough games, then now you can buy some more. So it looks like there's some good titles on there. Thronebreaker's probably the biggest one. It's an off title of The Witcher. It's not the main story of the main character. I don't know enough about The Witcher. I'm sorry, I said I was gonna maybe pick up a title. I haven't yet, but this one is kind of an off title, same realm, same world. So that's one that's gonna be dropping in eShop, as well as 29 other titles. I'm just gonna do a little scroll thing so you guys can just kind of see the titles being dropped. I'm not gonna sit here and list them and write an entire book, but in the comments, let me know if you're picking one up. I would love to know. The two that caught my interest are Knights and Bikes. Apparently it got really good reviews. It got like an 8 out of 10 apparently on some online site. And the other one is Hair Mower 3D. I don't even know what that is or what it even looks like, but literally just off the title, I want in. I don't want to mow my hair, but if I can do it in a game, I'll do it in a game. Number 5. We are cruising right through these guys, and let me tell you, last week I wish I didn't cover anything on Animal Crossing, because it feels like every week we're covering something on Animal Crossing, and it's just like there's more news. Animal Crossing is the topic. So this one, I'm not entirely sure if I lied to you guys on the last one or not, but based off what everyone said, you couldn't make a save file to save your own island and then have someone else jump on the console and make their own island on their own profile and all that stuff. It sounds like they're actually trying to work on some save backup type of stuff, but I really don't know the full details of it. It's probably going to be on next week's release for news again, because I'm just being a massive letdown and keeping you guys up to speed on this stuff. But at the same time, I'm kind of just giving it to you guys as I'm hearing about it. So it looks like there's going to be some involvement with some backup. It seems like it's going to be driven online. Not sure if it's a cloud service thing, but I'm assuming if it's online. But with that being said, you probably are going to need that Nintendo Online account. You're going to have to pay for the subscription, which is super cheap. I guess I could just go over the prices really quick. I think it's like $20 for an entire year for one person. Now listen to this. You can get up to 8 people on a family plan for $35 for the entire year. That's like less than $5 a head. All right, I'm not a spokesperson for Nintendo. I am not a salesman for Nintendo, but you would just be stupid if you didn't do that, if you play Nintendo. So that's just one you're going to want to jump on, especially if you're picking this game up and they're doing that whole entire backup deal. So that's all there is for Animal Crossing, hopefully, but we're probably going to hear more next week. So, you know, just tune in, subscribe if you haven't yet, you know. Number 6. Okay. I say last but not least, but I'm a little confused about this one because it's not least, but it's last. But it's also like, is it least? Because the way that Activision delivered this one is throwing me off the way I read it. Call of Duty? Another title dropping this year. So they talked about it in briefing. They're already saying it's not gonna beat the level of sales and support of this new title, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I would have to agree. I think it's going to be very difficult to beat this Modern Warfare game. With all the things involved in this new game, the Call of Duty League, the game customization in terms of your gun, bringing back old maps and bringing them in, the shifting playlists, all the stuff, your battle passes, I just don't know how they're gonna compete. Literally, the percentage increase growth of Modern Warfare in comparison to Black Ops 4, which was dropped in 2018, is literally double. Okay, so if you thought Black Ops 4 did good, Modern Warfare literally doubled the percentage, not double the number, the percentage. Okay, so absolutely nuts. They did insane. They made over $1 billion in revenue on this game title alone, and they're dropping another title. So I'm a little bit confused, genuinely, but they're saying it's not even gonna do as good as the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered Edition. And that did good, but it didn't do that great because not everyone was attached to that game. I think most people wanted the remastered Modern Warfare 2. So that brings me to the question, Modern Warfare 2 remastered right after Modern Warfare was dropped? It's going to be a little bit tricky. I think they should have waited a little bit longer, and I'm not sure if it's going to be Modern Warfare 2. But I know the community was looking for that one. I'm looking for that one. But with this new game being out and being able to bring back old maps, I don't really see the point. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going to go on. They might kind of jump into the Black Ops realm again a little bit, you know, with the higher mobility and special abilities type of stuff. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that one. Genuinely. I'm really interested, and as a big Call of Duty guy, it really piqued my interest to see that article this week and say, wow, they're really working on another game. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because they seem to drop a lot of titles for Call of Duty, but this soon, especially trying to take on the big monster that is Modern Warfare, I don't know. We'll see. Guys, 6 topics, like 10 minutes tops. Really brief on some of them, but some incredible things, some things to look forward to, and I hope that you guys are too. If you guys enjoyed the content here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And also, if you guys want, catch me on my stream, guys. I stream Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Twice in one day for 4 days of the week. You can't miss me. Awesome opportunity. I'd love to see you guys there, seriously. If you don't catch me while I'm live, just hit the follow button and I'll see you the next time I'm on. All right, guys, that wraps it up this week. We're already done, in, over, and out. Freaking news off. Game on. See you next time.